Warning, it is the opinion of the 4th Street Productions and the Working Perspectives Podcast Weekend Pop-In that we should inform you that some of the language used in this recording could possibly be considered offensive. You've been warned, so if you decide to listen, then don't complain like a fucker.
On today's show, the fellas talk about women worth saving the world over, their personal secret war, teamwork, and a new segment called Noodle of the Year.
Woo!
Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, living real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives Podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by Schwat Game Steve Cabot, Lasmeeshma Liam Reese, the bad boy Bern Podcasy, and Captain Jerkbeard himself, Tom Lavelle. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram, Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe so we can keep this party going. Lasmeeshma, how we doing, baby?
Awesome, man. It's about to be first week of the NFL, dude. I'm excited.
Like it, love it, want more of it. Schwap Game, how are you?
Again, thank the Lord for the gorgeous weather we have received and the rain it has brought that we need it, and we back.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Preach.
Bad boy Benoit Podcasy, sir, how are you?
I'm great, man. I was just up in the illustrious Wyoming Valley over the weekend. Bumped into some former guests at a fantasy draft: Mike Pod, Jeff Pod, Nick Gill, Tim Casey, and Murph was on the Skype from Oregon.
Wow.
So 16 Bras 16.
Wow.
We're gonna get it this year. Yeah.
Wow, shout out. Captain Jerkbeard, how are you?
Good. Just had a great weekend. I was crushing these things called transfusions. Vodka, Sprite, and Welch's grape juice. Incredible.
Little grape juice.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa,
Am I the only one where there was a pause after the fusion? There was like a pause there for a second that I got worried because you were just banging these trans.
Well,
Holy cannoli.
That was a prior weekend.
Great.
Holy
Yeah.
fucking cannoli.
He was crushing them.
Very nice. Well, speaking of
Russian
banging trans,
Yeah.
Fusions.
Fusion.
very, very nice. Well, speaking of banging fucking
Equality.
trans, this is the Working Perspectives Podcast. Let's get this thing started. Let's go. For Christ's fucking sake. Can't even get through a fucking intro.
It's all objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. Would you share it? Would you share it? Would you share it? Working perspectives.
Fucking intro. All right.
We here.
Tom, go ahead. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. Jiminy Crickets. I'm trying to crush some trannies. All right.
It's not
On
right.
this week's episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast, it was the comics perspectives, Nick Fury's Secret War. Matt and Liam talked about Nick Fury's Secret War. Now, it's technically just called Secret War. They say Nick Fury's, if you're in the know. If you love comics and you want to hear more about them, there's a lot of knowledge being passed around by my man Liam over there. Tune in. It's available on all podcast platforms, YouTube, whatever the fuck it is you want to listen to it on. It's there, okay? So listen to it. You'll love it. I loved it, and you'll learn something. Ta-da! So, during the show, they touched on many topics, one of which being Thor. They were talking about Thor, and Matt made a joke about how Thor really only cared about the universe. You got a problem on Earth? Great. Come to me when it's a universal problem. Well, that all changed when Thor.
Yeah, he was the boss of bosses, dude.
Yeah. But when it was universal, okay, now you can come and get Thor. When it's your planet, I'm busy. Universal, okay, until Miss Jane Foster came into the picture.
Figures.
So, gentlemen, my question to you is, who is the female that is worth saving the world for? Now, it can't be someone that you're related to, married to, dating, whatever. Who is a female that is worth saving the world to? I'm going to kick it to Bern for the first one. Bern, who are you saving the world for?
I thought a lot about this. And there's somebody who's been around for a long time. You guys familiar with Gillian Anderson?
Oh, Gillian Anderson from Community? Gillian Anderson?
No, that's Gillian Jacobs. Gillian Anderson is Scully from the X-Files.
Ah,
Wow.
Gillian
I knew the
Anderson
name.
is an absolute superstar. Okay, a couple things about Gillian Anderson I like, right? She spent her life growing up in London and Grand Rapids, Michigan. So she was back and forth between the two. So she does an English accent and an American accent flawlessly. She played Scully on the X-Files, which was very important to me at a certain point in my life. That was right when I gave a shit about who was going to be playing Scully on the X-Files.
Mhm.
And she was exceptional.
Mhm.
She graduated from DePaul. That's a Big East school. Got a decent basketball program. Just as a Big East guy, I support anybody who went to a Big East or Big Five school. She was Scully. She plays Margaret Thatcher. She plays Eisenhower's wife. And now she's playing all these kind of old biddies. But she did The Fall. She did Sex Ed. She did The Crown. She did American Gods. She is super talented, has been around forever, and is aging like, and she's in that like Julia Louis-Dreyfus track of just like literally getting 6% more attractive every year over the course of 20 years, which now makes her 230% hot.
Which is kind
I
of
think
rare.
Gillian Anderson. I mean, that's my final answer. I need Scully.
Yeah.
It's
don't-
not
you
a,
don't
the
see a
usual
woman
for males or
age-
females. You don't see anyone really like get considerably better
Who's-
over time
who's
without
the-
obvious like surgery.
Who was the redhead from Boogie Nights?
Heather Graham.
No. She's the blonde.
Julianne Moore.
Julianne
Ooh,
Moore.
She's nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Julianne Moore has been rocket out the waz. She
Yep.
is a fine wine.
But I didn't want to just go.
Fine
I didn't want to just go. Listen, there's plenty of rockets out there, right? But I want someone who's been consistent,
Yeah,
entertaining,
sure.
and just continues to get better and can
I
kind of do
love
everything.
that pick.
Um,
That's a
love it.
great pick.
I'm going
That's a
Jill-
thoughtful
I'm going
pick.
Gillian Anderson.
Yeah,
Gillian Anderson
yeah.
saving the world. Bern and Scully saving the world. One
What is
alien
your-
at a time.
Yeah.
Final answer.
That's been a listen. I played that scenario in my head a couple times about 25 years ago, and we ended up saving the world.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's how-
XXX files. If
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like it.
Let's kick it to our next person. Steve, who are you? What broad are you saving the world for?
Listen to me. You know where I'm going to head with this, right? So it's no joke where I'm heading, but it's going to be a little bit of a decision, right?
Oh no.
Since I was a kid, Penelope Cruz has always been my favorite
Shout
human
out.
on this entire planet,
Fan show,
right?
listener show.
And not only was she an absolute dime, especially what was the stupid Tom Cruise movie she Vanilla Sky. Jesus Christ, right?
Oof.
The most incredible looking human being. And she has a sister, Monica, from the great country of Spain, by the way.
Mm.
That is hotter than she is.
Oh,
So
right.
the fucking Cruz sisters for my entire life is, I don't know. That's the if we had to take if we made a pie chart of my jacking off, they would take up. Those
We
two
should
sisters
make
take
that
up
pie
have
chart, by the way. We should make that
I
pie
have
chart.
it. I have it.
78%.
have it.
78% is between two girls, and it's the Cruz sisters.
Shout out.
So
Stand to
save
yourself.
the,
Is on
save the world.
cruise
Fuck,
control.
fuck saving the world. I will kill an innocent man for either one of them for no reason. I swear to God.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
good.
It's not right. It's not right.
It's
Fucked
okay.
up.
So wait, are you
I
doing
mean,
the
I would-
Cruz
wait,
sisters
wait,
or are you
Steve,
doing
would-
Penelope?
Would you doom the world for one of the Cruz sisters?
Ooh.
Doom the world? No, there's too many hot
Okay.
frauds out there. I would never sacrifice the world for the two hot. Actually, I don't know. Depends if I was drunk. Yes. If I was sober, no.
There
Does
was
he get
a-
to does he
So
Thanos
50-50
the world
shot.
and he gets to keep one of them? Like he Thanos is the world, but
Zing!
he gets to
Just
bang Penelope.
Adam and Eve is back. Adam and Eve is back. Everybody's
There's no
related to me.
guarantee. there's no
Everybody's
guarantee they're both
Penelope.
around.
Did,
I just created a new race.
did anyone ever see the movie? It was Penelope Cruz and Salma Hayek. It was a shitty movie, but they both looked really good in it.
Two of the
Not gonna
hottest
lie.
Spanish
Salma
broads on
Hayek's
this
another
planet.
one. Oh my
Jesus
God,
Christ.
Salma Hayek is an
Oh my
all-timer.
God.
All-timer.
She might be
From-
someone.
And who's the one
She
with
crossed my mind.
the last one? Who's the one with Al Bundy in that show? What's that broad's name?
Oh, Sofia Vergara.
Yes.
Sophia Vergara.
She is
Yes.
so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going Mrs. Bundy.
I thought same here. I was like,
Peggy?
Bundy?
Not
Yo,
Peg
dude,
Bundy, what a
dude,
call
she-
that would
Peggy?
be.
She didn't look bad in
Yeah,
Sons of
Peggy
Anarchy.
banged
his daughter instead.
She didn't look
I'd have
bad
banged
in
his
Sons
daughter.
of Anarchy, babe.
Peggy
Peggy
Bundy.
Gemma was all right.
Gemma, yeah. She had a
Peggy
couple
Bundy's
scenes.
fine.
Yeah.
And on my last side note, not to shoot on anybody, but there's a million broads you'd want to make this for. Carmela Soprano. I had a weird thing for her when we were younger.
Dude,
As
Edie
an old
Falco?
head.
Edie
I felt like
Falco?
coming
Bada
down.
bing.
Yeah.
Edie
Under the
Falco
radar.
with that back porch she got?
Ah,
Under the radar.
Jesus Christ.
Edie Falco
Under the
got
radar.
that dump.
She was
All
my
right.
secret choice. Go ahead.
Wow. All right, Steve, you've got Penelope Cruz, Gillian Anderson for Bern Podcasy, aka Scully. Now we're gonna kick it to Matt. Matt, who are you saving? the world for?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Natalie Portman isn't a bad choice to save the world for.
Course not.
Let's be honest.
Absolutely
Let's
not.
be honest there. That's not my choice. But
V for
if-
Vendetta.
Yeah. If you're Thor, we all get it. We all get
Thor. Yep,
You
I'll
know.
smash it with that hammer.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did want to kick it back to like as a kid, kind of in Bern's thing. For me, Wendy Peppercorn
Oh,
definitely
Yeah.
an all-timer
yeah.
for saving the
All-time.
world.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
time
for
saving
sure.
the world. You can
Wow.
save the world for Wendy Peppercorn. But then also I did want to give a shout out to my girl Ava Devine.
Mm.
Just wanted to say thanks. Just say thanks for everything.
Ava.
like a baby fucking kitten. man.
Like a
Yeah.
we
baby
need women like you in this
fucking
world,
kitten.
Ava. We
Dude.
need women in this world. like
Ava
you.
Devine is, I mean, let's just say she's a master of her craft. You
Yeah.
know,
Fan
there's
of the
no
show,
question.
listener of the show.
Hey, maybe hopefully a guest one day.
From what I've seen, absolutely a mess.
Oh,
Wow.
she's incredible. Yeah.
She's
So-
got her 10,000 hours.
For
Oh,
sure.
Big
So
word.
you went from the sandlot to the sandbox. Very good, Matt.
Yeah,
baby.
we out
Liam-
here. I
Liam,
respect it.
Who are you saving the world for?
So when we were like 17 or 18, I think on cable, there was a channel called G4, and I used to watch Attack of the Show.
Mhm.
Olivia Munn, she was
Olivia
she was
Munn.
that chick. She dated Aaron Rodgers. She was
Yeah,
Yes.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
She was on Daily Show. She was in Magic Mike. She was on X-Men Apocalypse. She was in that Predator movie. But dude, I would fucking storm the beaches of Normandy to like
That's right.
to sit next to her on the bus for 15 minutes, dude.
To smell that bitch's fart.
She just had a baby with John Mulaney.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
him.
What? So she likes funny guys. That's all
Fuck that
plus.
guy. Fuck him.
Dude. I mean, she
Fuck
is.
that guy.
Did you ever see she dated Chris Pine, I think?
Yeah.
And like she got caught with some dirty text. She liked the dirty
Wait,
talk.
she was sending some shit? Oh, all right.
She
There was
liked
some
the
screenshots
dirty
that
talk. Let me tell
suggested.
you, like
Atta
the dirty
girl.
talk.
Atta
Yeah.
girl. Atta girl.
Yeah. So Lasmeeshma, excellent choice. Tom, who are you saving the universe / world for?
Now,
Aunt Jemima.
there was
Shout
plenty
out.
of women for me to pick from, obviously.
Mm.
And it was a tough decision. I thought about you guys. Do I want someone that's, from back in the day? Do I want a nostalgic
Right.
feel
Sure.
to it, maybe?
Sure.
Right.
Someone that's on my pie chart a lot, Well, who do
Yeah.
I want?
Yeah, I got 78.
Yeah. I went with someone, she's a social media personality, 260,000 followers, Division I athlete, won the
Why?
Mountain West Conference Championship, and was voted the
Bill's got bolts.
2022 Maxim Sexiest Woman Alive, Miss Paige Sporanic.
Is that the
Oh,
golfer
I-
broad?
That's the golfer.
Yep.
broad.
Yeah,
She
hell
is-
yeah. She's fantastic.
Check her
She
out.
is. She's
You
so
don't know her.
fantastic.
Please look her
Paige,
up.
hold on. Paige
Unbelievable.
Spironic?
Super dime. I
Yes.
agree.
You don't
Great
know who
pick.
that is?
Great pick.
No.
Oh
Dog,
my
I
God.
shouldn't know this, and I know this. This
Whoa,
broad,
baby.
this
When I
blonde
saw her,
bombshell. Oh my
she's
god.
cool. She likes to golf.
And she's
and
good.
She's
Did she
like
do a recreation of the
classic-
picture from Happy Gilmore?
she's done a lot of stuff.
Oh,
Probably.
And it's all
Matt.
great.
She's so fucking ridiculous.
Let me tell you
Oh
something.
my
When you
God.
talk about a classic beauty, I mean, I'm talking like big tit, nice
Ah.
ass, blonde hair.
She got
Incredibly
some
awesome
thighs.
legs.
Is the mold. She is
The legs, come
when
on.
God's like,
She's like
here
the
you
Brooklyn
go.
Decker, Kate Upton kind of. Yeah.
Yes,
Exactly. And
yes.
she's in her prime,
Yep.
and we're gonna save the world for her.
She's fucking America is what she is.
That's America's ass. That's for damn sure.
White bitch playing golf. You damn right it's America.
Wow.
Too
Wow.
much.
Incredible. Incredible.
Matt,
Who's-
maybe you could put up a poll on this one too. You know, you never know. Liam,
I think we're all gonna pull on this one.
Yeah,
Or a
You should
podcast.
see that bitch drive. That bitch drives.
Liam, what? I'm sorry. Did you say Mon?
Olivia
Olivia
Munn.
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 Yeah, Olivia Munn. Shout out. Smoke show.
Right.
Smoke show.
All right. So, on this week's episode, as we said before, Comics Perspective, Nick Fury's Secret War. The boys were talking about Secret War. And it got me to thinking, what is a secret war that you've been fighting or maybe want to start fighting in your life? Something that maybe you'd like to change or annoys you or should just be done the correct way. I'm going to kick this one to Matt first. Matt, what is a secret war that you have been or want to fight?
So I've brought this up on the show before. It's something that, I could legit kill every fucking person that does this. Is that when you're at an intersection and the person in front of you is turning left, right, and they don't go out far enough for you to get around them,
Oh, my God.
they all need to die.
Yeah.
Every fucking one of them need to die. And I will lead the charge. I will be on the front lines of that battle, killing every one of those motherfucking sons of bitches. Because they are bastards. bastard,
Yeah.
cunt bastards.
Matt, I had a very similar answer that I was thinking about. It's not my answer, but also when you're at a red light and the motherfucker pulls up on the side in a lane that's like a bike lane or something like that, and then they bum it through the red light to get
ahead of you. Yeah.
I hate that.
And then at the next stoplight, you're both sitting there and you're like, bro, what did that do? We're at the same place, same time. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
People
Horrible.
driving is the worst. I hate more people than anything when I'm
Yep.
driving.
Yep.
Agreed.
Secret Wars.
Everyone is the worst version of themselves on wheel. It's really like weird because it's the only time most people ever operate a machine that can kill a lot of people on a daily basis. And maybe that's part of the anxiety of it. Like when someone's fucking up, you're just like, come on, man. Like we're all driving these multi-ton machines that could bruise. Just fucking pay attention and pull up a little bit.
All right. So like we were saying on this week's episode, Secret Wars. Steve, what's a secret war that you'd like to fight or have been fighting your whole life?
So this one's a personal one and an honest one. The disrespectful little fucking young bulls there are nowadays. The way, like, there's a way to conduct yourself as a man to call yourself a man, right? I know the term's probably terrible nowadays, but to be able to hold the door for people, the ability to, even me, make sure you're not cursing in front of kids, being the right person. I'm not asking you to be a goddamn saint. You don't need to be a fucking Einstein. Can I at least understand how to be a man in society and do the right thing? Be the person who's supposed to be bigger and stronger than most women and fucking kids and do the right thing. Don't be a fucking jerk. It's the most lost art I've ever seen because the more the climate moves, the more jerk-offs I see on a daily basis. Now, not jerk-offs enough that they're going to get a little aggressive in the place because at that point, someone has to get double-legged, right? So he's not going to get that crazy, but still acts like a complete fucking nerd. Lets the door. There's a lady behind him. I see the guy in Wawa in the morning while I'm paying. Open the door and just let it swing slam on a lady and like a 3-year-old kid. I'm like, come on, cuz. You're a 25-year-old fucking nerd that's never understood that you have to turn around and see that and not just. So mine is the manners of the Utes.
The Utes.
And I don't appreciate it. I'll be honest.
What's a Ute?
So a Ute, a younger guy. So
the Ute.
at least in wrestling practice, we might have to cut this. I can at least slam the Utes a little bit and push them around and make them understand that there's a respect level that has to be given, probably like Matt does to people in the gym. You get to push them around a little bit and tell them that there's rules to this shit.
Dude,
that I had to learn and that are non-existent anymore.
I had something like that happen with my kid today. I have
Yes.
He had
already
something,
challenging for the crown. He
and
knows.
so he was doing
Attaboy.
something, and he came up and he's like, Dad, I want to watch the TV, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Dad, we're not going to watch TV right now. He's like, I want to watch it now. And I was like, what
Better
the
slow
fuck is
down.
this?
Yeah.
I was like, what? I was like, dude, who's in charge here? He goes, I'm in charge. I'm like, oh,
He's
really?
right.
I was like, I could put you in your room and lock the door right now. And he's like, what? Like he like threw. He's like, what? And I was like, I could put you in
Yep.
your room and
Yep.
lock the door and lock you in there right
You
now.
don't get out.
I was like, you can't do that to me. I was
No,
like,
no, that,
so,
yeah. It doesn't go two ways.
so
It's
then
not
I
two-way
like
street.
grabbed, and so we were like messing around. Now I picked him
Yeah.
up, I carried him to his room, I
Yeah.
put him on the bed, I shut
Yeah.
the door, and he goes to open, and I'm just holding it shut. And now he's throwing a little temper tantrum. I was like,
Yeah, because he knows.
hey boy, hey,
He
hey,
knows.
guess who's out here? The
Yeah,
person that's in
daddy.
charge, motherfucker.
Daddy, motherfucker.
And it all could have been avoided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all could have been avoided.
Just
Now,
say he
if you
didn't
would've
have to be a little
acted
shit.
a little bit better. Now, your
He's
son's
the best kid
very
ever.
young.
I'm not
So
fucking
no,
around,
no,
but I'm
and
just
so
there's a
you get
little
no
lesson.
leeway for saying that's terrible because he's very young and he deserves to act like that. But and so there's literally 18-year-olds who do that exact same thing. That how old's your son? 3, 4 years
5.
old.
5.
5 years old. Your son. There's 18-year-olds that act just like that, and that shit makes me want to push you on the ground and legally beat the shit out of you, which is not legal because you'll now sue me, I guess. But that's what you deserve, you fucking little punk.
Trying
know
to
what?
nip it in the butt right now.
You
Nip
know
it
what
in
I-
the bud. Nip it
Amen.
in the bud.
You
Yeah,
know what
man.
I saw? I saw this the other day, and it's my new neighbor. And I was like, well, this
Oh,
is
you
the
moved
best.
in, Maddie?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
in?
So
Hell yeah.
I'm
Hell yeah.
recording from the new house right now, boys.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Maddie.
All
Is
right.
the fam
Hell
there?
yeah.
Moving on up. Yeah, everybody's here.
All
It's our
right.
third
yeah.
night here.
Beautiful.
So
Sleeping in the house.
Beautiful.
but either way, so I have like this neighbor. So it's this married couple, and I won't say their names, but they have 3 kids, 2 older boys and 1 little girl, right? So the 2 older boys are outside with 2 other kids from the neighborhood, and they're having a slide fight where they're just throwing their slides at each other, right?
Shower
So
shoeing them? Oh, all
yeah,
right.
yeah. So they're running around the yard, like just throwing their slides at each other. And like one kid gets hit in the head and he's kind of shakes it off, even though it was like kind of a hard hit. But then later on, one of the other kids, a younger kid, gets hit in the head, not really that hard, and just falls down, like starts crying. And the mom goes over right away. She's like, knock that shit the hell off right now.
Yes.
Don't be a little bitch. Like, you barely got hit. You were hitting other kids. You
Yep.
don't get to cry. Stand up right now. Knock that bullshit off. And I was like, well, I just fucking love this woman right
Yes.
now. Like, this is
Yeah.
great.
Dem the rules.
Love
Yeah,
seeing that.
when do we schedule the play date?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta go to that house. For
Yeah.
sure.
I was
one
like,
of those-
loving
when you were
this.
growing up, when you were growing up, everyone had one of your friends' parents that were like, if you fuck up in front of me, I'm allowed to smack you. You understand that?
Oh
right?
yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, completely understood.
Our
Yeah.
dad
Act
gave permission
better.
to every adult around.
Every
us.
adult, it felt like every adult I ever met
Hit
was
him.
like, your dad said I
Yeah,
can smack you.
yeah.
I was like, I'm okay. Well, that's
Everyone
great
was
to know.
hitting. Yeah.
I'm happy we're established.
But
Yeah.
everyone did know those mama's boys too. Like,
Yeah.
you saw that
Ah.
shit. Yeah. But
Now
what are
they're
you gonna
everywhere.
All right. Secret Wars. Liam, what's a secret war that you're fighting?
So I'm not gonna say what everybody thinks I'm gonna say because there's something I feel more strongly about. I believe that all ketchup tastes the same, and it's fucking
I
bullshit.
knew this
But-
shit. Yeah.
But I believe in something more, and I'll
Okay.
I'll fucking fight this to death.
Bigger
Dude.
than ketchup.
Popcorn fucking sucks, dude. Like oh, we're gonna watch a movie. Let's make
I agree.
popcorn. Like fucking
Sadly.
popcorn sucks, dude.
I agree.
Like you don't need it at the movies. You don't need it when you're at home watching a movie. I hate when people are like, "No, this is good popcorn. It's like cheese. It tastes like cheddar." I'm like, "No, it fucking sucks balls. It gets stuck in your teeth. And I can't stand it, dude. Fuck popcorn. It sucks. And if you like popcorn, you're an idiot."
We offended 98% of the fucking planet. Hell yeah.
Hold on.
I'm speechless now.
There are multiple different types of popcorn.
Dude, you
Before
can
you
get
guys
the
go too
try
hard.
the triple
Extra
flavor in
butter.
the gallon gimme.
Before you go hard, I'm just saying that I agree. I love popcorn for the record. It's the getting stuck in your teeth shit is a fucking nightmare. Why I agree with him.
Sure.
Other than that, I don't agree with him.
And
But
I've OD'd on popcorn too. I've been
Oh.
in a movie theater
Dude,
and ate the
smart
whole
food,
thing and been like, "Ugh."
smart food popcorn. Are you fucking kidding me? Smart
I've
food
had-
popcorn.
I've had this conversation. Everything you're gonna say, I've heard it all before, and it all sucks. I've tried it. Like, oh, smart food, it's so good. It's like cheese. I take like one bite. I'm like, this is garbage.
Dude, I got buttered popcorn at the store the other day, and it was just the most satisfying purchase I've had in months. And I bought a fucking house. So I'm telling you, this is it's that fucking good. All right.
Bern, what do you think about popcorn?
I mean, is it the greatest snack in the world? No. But does it suck?
Fucking up there.
Absolutely not, man.
It fucking sucks.
It's integral for
I'll
Wow.
take chips and pretzels over it. However,
What happened to you?
popcorn has its place.
Popcorn is a great snack. It's
Nah,
a
it's
great
hard.
snack.
It'll
Smothered.
fill
Did
you
you
up.
bite? Did you break a tooth or something? Did you bite on a kernel?
Did you get a
Like,
kernel? Yeah. Did
just-
you get a
Were
kernel?
you served burnt popcorn? your
We've
whole
all
life?
gotten a
What?
kernel.
No,
Yeah.
I just hate. It's just fucking never. Like, you can't just eat it. There's always the shit's just always all up in your teeth.
It is the greatest food too, by the way. If you're gonna throw something up and catch it, popcorn's number one in
Yeah,
that
because it's not too
category.
much velocity. You get a real
Yeah.
chance to see the way it's
it
going to
almost
come down.
floats down.
It
It's
just
like a
wants to get in your mouth.
snowflake.
Agreed.
Not
Agreed.
gonna
Then I
lie.
can practice throwing it, and then I'll spit it out afterwards.
Oh wow, God, Liam, what's your thought on party mix?
Party mix is acceptable. I like party mix.
What is your
Do
snack
you
of
like
choice?
most snacks? Is
Yeah.
this just popcorn? Like, yeah, what's your snack of choice?
Probably like Fritos are all right. Not
Sleeper.
really.
Burritos was
not
the
really.
first one you said.
Yeah, I'm not really big on like Doritos. I guess
What?
I guess pretzel. No, regular chips. Yeah, chips are the best.
What potato chip? Like Lay's?
Yeah, just like chips are the best.
Hers or
Yeah.
Lay's?
You want you like a ruffle or a kettle cook on that one?
Ooh.
Oh no, it's the best fucking like Tostitos chips and salsa. That's the best.
Yeah,
Chips and salsa.
sure.
I will say this too: pretzels or popcorn. you
Can't
can
dip it.
There's no dipping. There's no dipping with
Can't dip it.
popcorn. That's a fair thing. But I mean, if you've gotten like
Dude,
the
caramel
three
corn.
things,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god!
Caramel, cheese, and butter.
Is there
Oh,
like a kettle
baby.
corn?
The
Kettle
caramel,
corn?
the caramel
Oh,
is a nightmare with the teeth, though.
Oh, it's
The
all a
popcorn
nightmare.
and
It's all a
teeth.
nightmare.
Oh,
It
with
is a
the
nightmare
teeth.
with the
It's
That's
all
the
a nightmare
worst
with
combo,
the teeth.
though. That's
Yeah.
the worst combo.
and you get the
caramel
little
and
shells that
popcorn.
get stuck.
Ugh,
Yeah. It's all a nightmare with
it's
the teeth.
exhausting. It's exhausting.
But dude,
Oh,
remember the
wait.
Christmas gimmick, the tin? Like that
Yeah.
shit. I think
Hell
everyone
yeah.
is
Beautiful
fucking.
tin.
Oh, it's
You know how
a
many
gorgeous
times-
tin.
You know how many
Gorgeous.
times? Hold on. That goes top 5 gifts that you give your mechanic in my over 2 decades of working in this business.
Popcorn.
Some
tin.
people bring you a case of beer, other people bring you like cookies and shit, and other people bring you like baked goods. There's a couple of you out there that bring the fucking popcorn tin, and I respect it.
Yeah.
I eat it, and it sucks,
Old
and
school
it fucks my
gift.
teeth up. But yeah,
That
That's
is an
great.
old school gift.
that's it. That's a top 5er for people that give me shit at
Yeah.
Christmas.
Go ahead, Vern.
Liam, can I ask you this? So this is your secret war, right? You're fighting this war against an unpopular opinion. You have a very
The most.
impressionable young daughter. What do you guys get when you go to the movie theaters? Do you
I
steer
like-
her
I-
away?
Dude,
Is
I'm
she
not.
into
What's
it?
young North Wales do? What's young North Wales
I'm not-
do?
I'm not a monster, dude. I let her get popcorn, fucking whatever she wants.
Atta
you know?
boy.
Does she like popcorn?
Atta boy.
She does like popcorn, and
I bet.
to this day she still offers it to me. Like,
Hell
hey, want
yeah.
some? And I'm like, I'm okay.
I
You
think
straight
you're
up
just
turn it
being
down in a
stubborn.
movie theater, just a couple kernels from your daughter, and you're like, I don't want any of that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm talking
man, all
prime
right.
popcorn off the top.
Hold on.
Little
Yeah.
extra butter
Hold
on it.
on.
That you know you're not getting a kernel. It's not like the bottom of the barrel.
If he's
Yeah.
not eating that, guys, he's not eating any popcorn.
The
He's not
first
eating movie
fucking
theater
handful
popcorn
of-
offered to him by
I
his
have
daughter. He's not eating that.
one-
Yeah.
Not even
Ultimate
eating it.
test.
Not even eating it. I have a question. Not even eating it. I have a question. Like that fresh at the end of the microwave, all you smell is the butter and the popcorn. That smell. Do you enjoy that smell?
Okay,
Ooh.
when you walk into the movies, yeah, and you can smell it.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
It's
It
an
does
incredible smell.
good.
It's a
Incredible
top
smell.
5 smell.
It
I'll tell you-
does smell
It
good.
is a great smell.
I'll
Great
ta-
smell.
I'll tell you this. At the Eagles game, when me and Tom had season tickets, it was the sleeper hit because you can buy the endless bucket is like $10, and like there's 5 of us, and everyone's just fucking
Of
going to town.
popcorn?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh,
is
yeah.
that possible? The endless bucket?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's not a bucket too. It's like a box.
Yeah.
Hell
It's
yeah.
box.
And you buy it, and it's
Hell yeah.
refillable. So it's $10, and
Yeah.
everyone's just housing this popcorn and smashing some brewskis.
Yeah.
It's a great
soaking
fucking
up
time.
all those Bud Lights in the parking lot.
That's
Fucking America.
Fucking America,
Wow.
babe. Fucking
What a
land of the free,
secret
home of the
war
brave.
that was for us, Liam. Thank you for giving us that nugget. Bern, what's a secret war that you're fighting or want to be fighting?
I'm actively fighting it. You guys ever been to a wedding and then the day after the wedding they're like, we're having a brunch, like in the hotel, whatever, in the hotel, whatever.
Yes.
My wife and I ended up going to like 14 weddings together before we went to our own, just because of like we started dating in our mid to late 20s and like all of our friends and then cousins and siblings. So we went to a ton of weddings, and the after wedding brunch the next morning is absolute fucking bullshit. Here's the point. I'm coming to your wedding. I'm getting dressed up. I'm gonna dance with your aunt. Okay. I'm gonna leave you a generous card. I'm gonna smoke cigarettes with your little cousin who's too young. I'm gonna leave it all out on the fucking field when I come to your wedding. Okay. It's all going out that night. I'm getting it all out. The last thing I want to do is wake up tomorrow. Let's end our experience at 2:30 in the morning outside of a hotel, reminiscing about old times, then meet up for one more meetup when everyone's all hungover and has to go and get in the car. That post-wedding brunch is fucking bullshit. I refuse to attend them. I'm going to go hard at the event, and then I'll see you next time I see you.
Do you know what?
That's a wrap.
Do you know what the gimmick is now? Is the cheesesteak take-home station. After the reception, everyone's all boozed up. They give you cheesesteaks to take home and pretzels. Like that's the gimmick now, and it's genius. But
we'll sneak into the fucking sauna of the hotel we're staying at and eat cheesesteaks and smoke L's. But the bottom line is that's it. When I'm done, I'm going all out. I'm giving 100%, and when that's over, it's over, man.
I'm not doing any homework.
Nope, I'm not doing any.
Your game day.
I'm not doing any post
practice. We're talking about practice.
Bern, I will be a soldier in that war only because of one scenario. Me and Tom were at a wedding of a relative of ours, right? The wedding
peer pressured into going.
Totally peer pressured into going. And we went to the wedding night before. It was whatever, kind of thrown together. Then the next day, it was like a wedding. It was at someone's house that they put like a tent.
It was like their wedding. Like they got it catered. They got they set up a tent. Like they did their whole thing.
at the parents' house and stuff. And the next day, the backyard was kind of trash. The next day, me, Tom, and our significant others and other members of our family went to the house and cleaned up everything, and it was fucking disgusting.
It rained.
And it rained. And it was disgusting while the people who got married were at brunch, not with their family or anyone like that, with a couple friends that,
listen,
fuck their family.
Bern, are you not a fan of brunch?
No, brunch is great in and of itself. Okay. All I'm saying is that, like, if I RSVP to your wedding, I'm committing like between 4 and 8 hours. You don't get me for 20 hours.
Let alone a free brunch.
I'm not on the hook for 8.
Complimentary brunch.
3.
Complimentary brunch.
I'm not throwing up at 3 p.m. for the service and then having to see you again at 11 o'clock. That's a fucking huge chunk of time, man. It's like 20 hours.
Yeah.
You're going to get 8 hours of absolute jaw-dropping, heart-stopping, full-on wedding burn. And that's all I got. I don't have any more left.
You're great at a wedding.
For tomorrow. I know I'm great at a wedding because I go all out. I go all in.
I've seen it. And I've been at yours.
Yeah. Guess what? We had a brunch. Guess who didn't go? Fucking me.
Your own brunch?
My own brunch. I refused to attend. It was well known that I wouldn't be there.
Now you want to know
everyone.
You want to know my only disagreement with this, and the only reason I go to brunch, and I'm an active participant. Usually, depending on anybody, I'll just try to stay up. If not, I'll catch 1 hour sleep and get up and go to brunch. You want to know why? Because every chick at a wedding looks fantastic, but after the carnage, I can really see what the real deal is. So, like, dudes, you're not gonna put lipstick on a pig for a dude, right? What you saw the night before is what you see in the morning. I just look a little more.
He doesn't have as much hair gel in right now.
Yeah.
That's about
You're
it.
wearing the same thing you wore.
The next day, no eyelashes, no lipstick.
Yeah,
no
you're wearing
no
like
clothes,
a rented tuxedo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're just wearing the shirt and the pants, no jacket.
I would show up,
just the cummerbund,
and be like, just to look around and be like, oh yeah. Last night, I could have swore that was Mariah Carey. Now all of a sudden, I see fucking Britney Griner. Like, holy shit!
I respect offering the brunch. It's courteous to do. The problem for me is the obligation to attend. It just seems like how much of my time and money and effort do you want? Like, I can't give you 20 hours. I can't give you 20 hours. I got shit to do. That shit might be shitting my own pants in the hotel bathroom and trying not to be, popping Tums because I went too hard the night before. That's none of your business. I showed up for the day. I saw the clock hit midnight. I kept on going till everybody went to bed, and I'm done. I gotta go.
Done.
Basically Cinderella.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Whose war is next?
I'm the last war. My last war, and I had there's a couple things that popped into my mind. One of which my honorable mention was Wawa sucks, and people giving Wawa way too much credit. The only thing good about Wawa is convenience. The sandwiches aren't good.
All right, we're not even going to get into this one. We're just going to let you roll. That's your honorable mention. Keep going. Yeah, I'm as stunned as you, Matt. I know. I'm as stunned as you. We'll let it ride.
What are you, a fucking Sheets guy?
Are you a fucking
Sheets guy?
That is compared to what Wawa used to be.
I agree with. Let it ride. What's our number one?
So the decline of Wawa.
I agree. I agree.
So my big one is we're all from Philadelphia. We're big, cheesesteak. We're known for the cheesesteak, right? Around here.
Get out of town.
People making cheesesteaks in other places, and particularly putting green peppers and onions on it. When does it happen? Every pizza I see that's a cheesesteak pizza has green peppers and onions on it. That's sausage, peppers, and onions.
Yeah,
that's not
you're confused with the meat. You're confused with the meat.
I see it all over when I was Domino's is rolling out their cheesesteak pizza. You can get cheesesteak, onions, green peppers. Go fuck yourself. What do you think about that?
Where'd that come from?
Who threw green peppers on a cheesesteak? I've
Not
never had it ever.
Cockatoo.
Never even seen it.
That's who.
Some fucking schlub, some noodle in South Carolina decided to throw green peppers on a cheesesteak.
South
Guys,
Kakalaki
I live in almost the same region of the state. I live like 66 miles away from Philadelphia, and every fucking place around here is like, traditional Philly cheesesteak with American onions and peppers, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
How did you get traditional in there?
There's nothing traditional about that.
Is that the Amish cheesesteak? Is that what that is?
Remember like Subway did one, or Quiznos, or somebody did one. It was like a national chain. You're just like,
Pete McCormick loves Subway, by the way. Fan of the show, listener of the show.
Does he really?
He's a huge Subway guy.
What? He's only interested in meat torpedoes. He just likes meat torpedoes, right? Like,
depends.
Subway will give
Flesh
you a meat
torpedoes.
torpedo.
Wow.
Big Jared guy, Pete McCormick.
Did you ever hear Tom Segura? Did you ever hear Tom Segura's story about he had filmed this commercial like chain. He was gonna be Jarrett was selling the healthy subs, right? Or the healthy, sandwiches.
The cat subs, the cat tuna.
Right. He was selling the healthy ones, but they still wanted someone to sell like the meatball parmesan and all the bad ones. So they had Jarrett, and then Tom Segura played his brother Jerome, right?
Stop it.
And Jerome, the character was like, he'd go out and be like, what, you want to eat healthy? What about the meatball parm? Because that's fucking good, right? And he would just be like out of shape, and like he would rep and they filmed like a whole thing of it, and it never aired. Thank God. Yeah.
So if we can learn anything from Secret Wars, it's to learn how to fucking drive, treat people with respect. Popcorn, Liam hates it. Bern.
Fuck you, Jarrett.
Fuck, I'm drawing a blank on Burns right now. No brunch after weddings, and cheesesteaks. Just leave them in Philadelphia. Don't throw green onions on them, green peppers on them. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
All right, fellas. So, like we were saying, this week's episode, The Comics Perspective, Nick Fury's Secret War with Liam and Matt. Every week, the episodes seem to get better. If you like comics, if you love comics, check it out. You'll learn something. You'll get to reminisce about old stuff that maybe you have read before, and it'll be a good time. Available on all podcast platforms, YouTube, wherever you want to watch a show, TikTok, anything you like, go check us out. Now, on the show, they talked about a bunch of superheroes were in the story, and they all had to work together to get a common goal done. Guys, we have to do this at work all the time, but sometimes there's just those motherfuckers that don't want to do shit that you work with. What is a pet peeve? What is something that annoys you about a coworker, and is there anything that they have done that you have a good story with? Liam, we're going to start with you. Liam, go ahead.
I'll start by saying the best leads and supervisors give you all your due credit. When you do like a project or something, you do a good job, you get all your due credit. But when you're working under somebody and they're fucking not good at what they do, they're not good at fucking managing you or whatever, they always, their favorite word is fucking we. We did this. We fucking finished this project. We ran 1,000 feet of pipe. We pulled the wire in. Motherfucker, I have not even spoken to you in 2 days, so we didn't do anything. I did all the fucking work. That's something I can't stand. Is when it's like you have like a supervisor or something that like, dude, say you delegated the work to me, say I did it, but we did not fucking do anything, dude.
It's not a pronoun. We's not a pronoun.
Yeah, that is just.
Give Liam his fucking credit.
No, give anybody. It doesn't even have to be me. Whoever. You know what I mean?
Should be you though.
Did the work, but like that shit used to drive me crazy.
Give credit where credit is due.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
It's not a hard thing to do, dude.
I agree.
I've been that is the worst when you're in a position where someone does take credit for your work. It's infuriating, and it can make you want to kill people.
Yep.
It could. Working with people can make you want to kill people. Steve, you're a team guy. What's the worst thing? What's your pet peeve with coworkers, or what's something that someone has done to you as a coworker that you like, this motherfucker is about to get a fucking wrench to the head? You tell me.
I mean, like, hasn't Steve, you work with your dad and your brother for like the last 20 years?
So no, we've been here in this shop since 97, right? We have had a couple people work here for a while, right? I'm not going to name names, but we did have a mechanic in here for a while who I grew up with his son, and he was real good at what he did. So he was here for a while, and like we knew each other. Blah, blah. He ended up having, some medical issues, had to leave, and passed away. But we had another guy specifically. So basically three over the years. And one, this guy who was a family friend's son, blah, blah, blah. He comes in just to be a counter guy, do the easy stuff. And he, before this, worked as a high school teacher down the city, because in this area, when you go to become a teacher, the first jobs you can easily get are down the city, right? So he goes to Simon Gratz, gets paid marbles, and he's a social studies teacher. He's a bald, super white guy. So they nicknamed him instantly Snowball. So of course that nickname stuck here, right? That's what we called him at the shop, Snowball. And my dad called him this. This was his buddy's son. He was older than me, but he was just a fucking idiot. And he comes in here to work. And he knew some stuff about cars, could do some work. The issue was, which I guess I can see from the other point of view, he gave zero effort had no pride in his work whatsoever, right? And when you put something out of here where it comes out of my family's name, whether it's me, my father, my brother, whoever, this is our family's thing. Like whatever comes out of here, who we hire is a reflection of us. So when you don't put any pride in it drove me fucking insane. And we've had a couple guys over the years, come in here for a little bit, act like they wanted to work here. The second I see them not bust their ass, because it's a hard bullshit job that you don't get paid great for. So like it should, when you see people not put the effort in, it's
word
it's
of
hard to
mouth
find
is your number one gimmick, right? Like word of mouth is how everyone
100%.
knows. You guys never did any advertising.
Of course not. Because let me ask this one question: has everyone here ever been to a shop where you felt like you got burned?
Fuck yeah.
Of course.
Kidding me?
Of course. So whenever you find people that are actually trustworthy and good people and will show you what's on, if you even question, I'll show you what's going on, right? You can walk around. They tell everybody else that when they hear one of their friends and like say you're at a coaching thing or a family thing, they're like, I got to bring my car in tomorrow. And all of a sudden your fucking brother-in-law is like, oh, well, what are you talking about? I got a guy that's real good. You live right around there. Why don't you go there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the number one like movement. There's no advertising for this. The bad advertisement is your advertising, because there's so many fucking rip-off artists. But the quality of someone's work is my fucking pet peeve thing we had to throw. That's why it's still just me and my brother and my dad, because people just don't last and they don't want to put in the effort. Because and again, the other side of the shoe, I get it. It's not my name on it. So they're just trying to be a clock in, clock out guy. It's hard to find a person who really takes pride in their work, no matter what they do. And it's a hard thing to find anymore.
Yeah. That's in a lot of professions, but
I agree.
When you're in a family run business where your reputation is everything,
you got to be kidding me.
Tough.
I can't have that.
I'm with you. Nice.
It's frustrating. I'm like, cuz I'll pay you more if you just fucking work harder.
Yeah. Right.
Sped doesn't want to do it because he's a fucking noodle.
Yeah. All right, Tom.
Matt, what's a pet peeve coworker? Tell me what you got.
And what job are you pulling this from?
I could do the office job. I could say that one of the things I do, the office job gimmick, I mean, when you see people that have never had authority in their lives given a taste of authority and abuse it, in
Yes.
an office scenario. That's brutal. Also,
Coward.
people who are like really lazy, right? And like very stupid, but are like huge ass kissers, right?
Oh,
I could kill every fucking one of those people. Snitches, ass kissers, and just like manipulators, man. Like those people in an office. Also, too, people who like the people that think they should get paid more because they have a college education, even though they do shit, even though they do shit work and don't work as hard, you know?
Yeah, all of that.
All of
Fucking
that. Go
hate
ahead,
that.
Liam.
no, dude, you nailed it. I actually like I feel I agree with you more than even what I just said. I can't stand that shit when you have somebody who like sucks at their job, but they
Ugh.
like kiss ass or they're like extra nice and everything to like make up. Dude, that is annoying as shit. That's
Yeah.
so bad, dude.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
I'd rather you be a dick and good at your job because at least I know, like, all right, well, don't fucking bother him and do your job and we're good.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, I'm with you. I'm
That's the
fucking with
worst.
you. Nice. All right, Tom,
Bern, what is,
Bern's next.
What is something that a coworker does that annoys you or has done?
So this is basically like, coming from the restaurant world, but like, do your job. Don't worry about their job or what that person's doing or what they're. Just do your fucking job, because these tasks have been delegated by people who like put thought into them. Like when I schedule a server or a food runner or a host or whatever, when the kitchen manager schedules certain people to be on the line, like they're balancing out, hey, there's weakness here, there's strength here, we got to make sure we get a shift together. Like, you've been given this job and it's not arbitrary. There's a lot of thought put into it. Just do your job. Don't worry about what the other person is doing. I can't stand the whole like, well, is she going to run any food tonight? Like, I don't know. Is that your job? No? Then you worry about you and we'll worry about her or him or whatever. And if they're not doing a great job, believe me, we have metrics in place to like judge them or take away their shifts or just just focus on what you're supposed to do. It's work. No one ever says like, hey, I'm going to fun. I gotta go to fun tomorrow. Oh, I got fun at 8 a.m. Like, no, it's work, man. And it can be fun, but it's not the.
I gotta go to bed. I got fun in the morning.
I gotta go to bed. I got
all this fun. Long day of fun.
I got a double of fun tomorrow. Like, it's what it is. You can make it a good environment, but at the end of the day, just show up. Just do your fucking job. And if you do, don't worry about what anybody else's gig is, because you're doing this because we need you to do that. And they're doing that because we need them to do that. And it doesn't matter. Like,
do your fucking job.
Just do your job.
Yeah.
And don't worry about doing anybody else's job.
Yep.
That's what drives me the most nuts.
Bern, can't agree with you more. Now, I had like a 2-part thing. It kind of goes together. So one is when I'm working, I'm a all hands on deck kind of person. If I see something that needs to be done, I hate people that will say,
not my job.
Not my job. Okay. There's a
Oh.
piece of trash on the ground. Pick it up. Because we don't want people to see this place dirty.
Yeah.
That gives them the
Amen.
illusion that it's a dirty place.
You walking past a table with like a bunch of empty plates, like just grab them. You're going
Just
that way
grab
anyway.
'em. So that, but then on the flip side, the people that will take advantage and not do any of the work because they see that you're doing all this other stuff. So they get lost in the shuffle. They'll be doing something and they'll come around and they'll be like, oh, where were you at the, I was stocking the napkins. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you know what? You weed those fucking people out quick. You know what I mean? Like, those people don't last long because eventually everyone is in on the gig. Like, it's not kind of job where, like, I remember my buddy Murph used to work at a veterinary clinic when we lived in Narberth that was down the street, and he was just like, I would just walk around with a broom, so in case anybody with authority ever showed up, I would just start sweeping something imaginary, and like no one ever noticed. Like, well, that's great hilarious for a veterinary clinic, but like if you're in a restaurant job or you're doing something where it's all hands on deck, like it's the jig's gonna be up pretty quick that you're sandbagging.
Yeah. No, I agree. Plus, too, if you work at anyone that works at any place, your number one job is to make sure that wherever you're working is running at the highest level of efficiency. So that's everyone's job when you work there. So I agree with you when that's not my job. You can go fucking suck an egg.
If you're in customer service, which encompasses a ton of different kinds of jobs, they're all under the umbrella of customer service.
Yeah.
Like, so that should tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Do your fucking job. Don't be a kiss
Serve your
ass.
fucking customer.
Don't be a fucking scumbag. Help people out. Be a team player. Bottom line. Am I right or am I right?
You're right.
And fucking
100%
popcorn's a great
Yep.
snack.
Yep.
So-
Keep it moving, Tom.
As we're getting to the final segment, a brand new segment, something we're all excited about. This is the Noodle of the Year. And so the guys are going to be saying who their Noodle of the Year is. We're going to put a poll up and you can vote on it. If you see the poll, please give us a vote. We want to declare a winner of who the Noodle of the Year is for the Working Perspectives podcast. Each guy is going to give his case for who they think the Noodle of the Year should be. We'll put the poll up. You vote on it, and we will crown the Noodle of the Year. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is a noodle? A noodle is a douchebag, a pussy, an asshole, someone that is fucking up royally, that is doing shit that is just like, what the fuck is this moron doing? This fucking loser. It's a loser. It's a noodle. It's someone that it's like, ugh, you're scum. You're the fray. You're a piece of shit. All right? So I'm going to go with first person, Noodle of the Year. Matt, kick us off. Who's the Noodle of the Year?
So I have two things. So I mean, I went with maybe not an exact person, but a person in general. So whenever you're out to dinner, right, and you're with like a big party and there's someone at your table and the server comes over and there's one person that says, we'll have waters for the table, that person is a fucking noodle, right? Because you have no idea what you just did to that server. Oh, you think you're fucking Big Johnny Hardnuts? Hey, I'm going to get waters for the table because they're fucking free and I think I'm a fucking big shot, but really I'm a dick suck? Yeah. You do nothing, you fucking twat. And half of those waters don't even get fucking drank. Yeah, waters for the table. Hey, huh? On me. Waters for the table. So that person, you're a fucking noodle. But then if I have to pick a person.
But hold on, you're mad because those waters could have went to thirsty kids in Ethiopia, or I'm confused what the anger's about.
Just took 4 minutes.
I enjoy
It took
water.
4 minutes. 4 minutes to fill them
There's a
up, carry them over there, put them
And
out.
nobody else
No
wanted
one fucking drinks
No
them.
one would even want
No
it.
one fucking
And that
drinks
makes you
them.
guys angry?
It's
Well, you didn't take a
it makes every server so angry.
Oh.
I have no idea because I'm not in that business, but that's hilarious. Hell yeah.
Right.
Waters for the table.
I'm gonna
guys.
order waters all the time now. Every restaurant I
If
go
you
to,
get a
I'm be
if
like,
it's
waters on the table.
if
guys.
it's two people and you're
Round
like, yeah,
them up.
if it's two people and it's like, hey,
Fine.
we'll have waters.
Yeah.
But when it's a 12 top and it's one fucking dick smoker, that's just like,
That is
the
weird.
waters for the table, huh? We're living it up tonight, huh?
You add
Fucking,
up your-
how about some lemon on those waters, huh?
Yeah, fancy water.
you add up your involvement. Like I had to fill them up, I had to take them out, and then when all is said and done, at the end of the night, you go back to the table to bus it, and you're like, 8 of these 12 waters have not.
They're
even
never
been
all
touched.
drank.
And
That's true.
in fact, now all the ice is melted. Now they're sweating all over the table. Now they're actually tougher to get back. Like it's just a bunch. Yeah.
Last week, the girl came up to the bar. She ordered a drink and she goes, and can I have a water? And I said, sure. And I give her a water. She takes a napkin out of the bev thing. She dips it in and she like wipes something off and then leaves the full water sitting on the bar. And so she came back and I said, hey, next time you want me to wet a napkin for you so you can wipe something off, you just let me know. I'm not pouring these fucking waters.
So you're gonna wash that glass now. You're gonna wash
yeah.
that glass now.
Yeah. So besides waters for the table douche,
Who's going in the poll?
I love this.
the person I have is for Noodle of the Year and Noodle of Always is Woody Allen. 'Cause
Woody Allen.
I just fucking
Wait,
hate
is that
that guy.
Wait, is that
This-
the bull like married his daughter or some shit?
Yeah,
Do some
yeah.
wild shit like that.
He's just
Yeah.
a fucking noodle.
Stepdaughters.
I haven't heard of him
he's
in
a-
a while.
He's
Jesus
He's
Christ.
just a fucking noodle.
I
right?
agree.
Very topical.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Why is
Does
he
it
trending?
matter?
I'm confused. I'm not in
He's
there.
alive.
It's
What'd he
Noodle of
do?
the Year.
He's
Oh,
alive. He's
I
alive.
think I may have focused too much on 2022. And
I also focus on 2022.
Yeah.
That's fine, Bern. Matt,
I
he
did
hates
too.
people that
That's
orders
what we're
waters
supposed
for
to
the
do.
table, and he hates Woody fucking Allen. Woody
I
Allen.
will say he has hated
Waters
Woody
for the
Allen since
table.
I met
I've
him
hated
20
Woody
years
Allen
ago.
for a long
From
fucking
the
time.
jump. And he's never been shy of that.
He's
But
just
Ants was a
fucking
great
noodle.
movie.
He's just a fucking noodle. Is what it
He
is.
is a noodle.
He's
Woody
a-
Allen is an ultimate noodle.
He's an
He-
ultimate fucking
He's an
noodle.
all-time noodle.
All-time noodle. So,
Liam,
go ahead.
Who's
Liam.
your noodle of the year?
My noodle of the year is someone who was once a noodle, but overcame like being a noodle and like we got some awesome stuff from him. There's a guy named James E. Webb who was like a NASA scientist and everything. So I'm sure at one point in his life, like in high school, he was getting like picked on and stuff. Like I'm sure athletes were fucking, you know what I mean, like picking on him and stuff. And like he was the noodle. But they named this fucking telescope after him, and like we're getting like these awesome images from like the James E. Webb,
crazy stuff
from this James E. Webb telescope, and it's like the most wild shit you'll ever see in your life. And that guy went from, you know what I mean, like he was a noodle, nobody, fucking, you know, like wimp, and now his name's on everything.
So he's not gonna win. I mean, you're basically for Noodle of the Year, you nominated someone that is not a noodle.
Well, all that. First of all, when you sent it to me, all it said
he's
was
al
like,
dente.
Noodle. All it said was like Noodle of the Year. So I think I misunderstood the assignment.
I think you did.
He's like, wait, is it spaghetti?
We gave some examples.
Is it farfalle? Yeah.
You silly Jerry.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, whatever.
Once was a noodle, is no longer a noodle.
But
James
now that
Webb.
I know the example, I will say somebody that I've always hated. Like he always hates Woody Allen as a noodle. Dude, know who's a noodle? Fucking Jimmy Kimmel. Fuck that
Jimmy Kimmel.
He is a pussy.
Yeah,
Dude,
fuck that guy.
Who did we have on?
Pussy.
Yeah, who did we have on a couple weeks ago that said that he apologized for being on the man show?
On
yeah,
I
the
brought that up.
It was Liam. It was Liam.
Pussy.
Because we were talking about trampolines, and then we talked about girls on trampolines, and then
so wait,
He
Liam,
turned
go
into a
ahead.
complete fucking
Liam, say
pussy.
it again. So what did Kimmel do that?
Like he like denounced the man show, and he like put distance between himself and Adam Carolla and like some of his other like comedian buddies and stuff that aren't just like kissing ass and being woke and everything. Guy fucking sucks, dude. He's a fucking noodle.
Have a pair of fucking balls. Get
There
a pair
you
of
go.
fucking balls, Kimmel.
fucking balls, Kimmel. All right, Liam, Matt, two great noodles so far. Oodles and noodles. Bern, who's your noodle of the year?
All right, it was a tough choice. I had a couple runners up, but my final answer is going to be quarterback of the Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson is the absolute biggest fucking noodle of the year.
Hell yeah. I like
This
it.
guy
Fuck
has
Russ.
won.
Fuck Scussle.
This guy has won Super Bowls.
Broncos
He's been in
country.
the MVP conversation.
Let's ride.
He shows.
Let's ride.
Even before that Let's Ride video, which is terrible, he
Let's
showed up
ride.
at the training camp in a monster truck and got out of it wearing his own jersey. If you play professional sports, you are not allowed to wear your own jersey casually around. Like, if he got out of there and was wearing an Elway jersey, people would have been like, that's awesome. He got
Let's
out.
ride.
He drove his monster truck to Denver and got out wearing his own jersey before he went in and changed into his jersey. Listen, man, we get it. We know who you are. We see you, all right? You're the worst interview in professional sports. Russell Wilson does this thing. He gives 3 positives in every question he's asked, and then goes right to something about energy. He's the worst interview on the entire planet. He never says anything. He seems completely clueless, and you can't. It's like giving yourself your own nickname, man. You know, like, yeah, we know they paid a bunch of money for you. You're there to save Denver. You don't have to wear your own fucking jersey to training camp, man. I don't know what's lamer than that. I think it's the lamest thing in the entire life. For me, my barrier for noodle was lame. I was like, who's the lamest motherfucker?
Mr. Unlimited.
Yeah, I mean,
Mr. Unlimited.
His track record
Broncos
is so
country.
cringeworthy.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
It didn't. Wasn't
That's
there? Wasn't there a
That's
rumor that Sierra was
That's
a
right.
trans also?
I don't
She
know
had
anything
both
about that.
parts.
I don't know. Oh, a hermaphrodite? I don't
Yeah,
know
her
about
math.
that.
She was a hermp. A hermp.
I think
Either
that's
way.
just a rumor. I think it's a lie. But
Yeah.
Bern, you're gonna ride with Russell Wilson as your noodle of the year.
Let's
Yeah.
ride.
Let's ride.
All
Let's
right.
ride.
Then
All right.
Let's ride.
Tom.
Steve,
Let's ride.
Oh.
Yes.
who is your noodle
Where's
of the
Steve?
year?
I have no idea how I disappeared. I
Mhm.
disappeared. But anyway,
can hear you.
by far, not even a close second. And this isn't even a sport that's like a big deal to me, but it's just so
I think I know what he's
Oh,
gonna
here we
say.
go. This was
So-
my guy.
so fucking ridiculous and stupid that it's insanely just absolutely ridiculous that Djokovic can't play in the U.S. Open. And I got to watch these fucking new nerds run around on this court and act like they can. I'm not going Bill got ball. That they can fucking run around on this court and act like they're winning the U.S. Open when they denied him because he wasn't vaccinated. This guy is a top athlete in the world and they won't let him play in the U.S. fucking Open. The most healthiest person there is, the only ripped, probably the GOAT. I mean, he's, I guess, the GOAT in tennis at this point.
He's in the discussion.
He's top 3, right? So he's in the discussion.
Short list.
Yeah, very short list, and he's in it. And they don't let him play. But anybody else who's, doesn't matter to can show up and do whatever they want. And anything else can. But a top athlete in the world, who's the most least likely because he's a super athlete,
so
is not allowed to
saying
come
that
in there.
Novak Djokovic is the noodle or the U.S.
No,
Open?
the
US
U.S.
Open, I
fucking
think.
Open. Djokovic is a stud. I like watching tennis when those guys play. Those high-level tennis players, it's a wild thing. But
not only that, Steve, why not
absolutely
just
bullshit.
say, hey, you pass a COVID test, you don't have it, you're allowed to play.
He's
got to get tested.
No, this is how deeper it gets. He's already been tested, right? And sees he has the antibodies, which means he's already had COVID and has the antibodies, right? The natural immunity. And he's had it, he said twice, he thinks. And he still not, denied, even though that, he's already had it and has an immunity to it, just like a vaccine. He's still not allowed to play in the U.S. Open because New York sucks.
Open tennis,
and the corniest fucking noodles I've ever seen in my life.
Very
the
good.
corniest
All right.
fucking John ever.
Tom,
They might as well call it the Noodle
Absolute
Open.
fucking noodle open.
Yep. Tom, who's your noodle of the year?
All right, and guys, I'm gonna win this vote in a landslide. I mean, I hate to say this, but this is the winner, and I thought Steve was just gonna drop it. Noodle of the year. It's not even fucking close. Ben fucking Simmons. This fucking piece of shit wouldn't play for the fucking Sixers because he was butthurt that he couldn't shoot the ball, and he blamed the fans for being too mean. So then they trade him to the fucking Brooklyn Nets, and he won't play at the Brooklyn Nets. He's got some fucking problem going on with there. Oh, my back's bothering me. I don't know what to do. Then he's on a group text with his teammates. We talked about coworkers before, and they said, Ben, we're down 3-0 in this series. We're hoping to have you for that next game. Are you going to be there? And he leaves the fucking chat. He leaves the group without answering, without telling them that he's not playing because he's a fucking pussy. He's a piece of shit, and he's a fucking noodle. Definitely the 2022 Noodle of the Year.
Strong case.
Dude,
This is a lot.
He's the biggest coward in the history of sports, dude. He's the biggest coward.
So,
It's unbelievable.
So just to be clear, right? Our Noodle of the Year nominees, we will have a poll on Twitter and Facebook. Please check us out at Twitter at Working P Pod, Facebook at Working Perspectives Podcast, and at my homepage and everyone else's. But the 5 nominees are Woody Allen, James A. Webb.
Yeah, I'm gonna win with that one.
No, he went Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay, Jimmy Kimmel then. Jimmy Kimmel, and then Bern, I forget your
what? Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Fuck. So it's Woody Allen, Jimmy Kimmel, Russell Wilson, the U.S. Open tennis, and then Tom's was Ben Simmons. So those are the 5 nominees for Noodle of the Year. The Working Perspectives Podcast, first ever Noodle of the Year. So let's keep it moving. Before we get out of here, let's make this quick. We're coming to the top of time. Steve, what do you got to say to your adoring fans before we get out of here?
Go to me last real quick, because I got or not last, but at least another person I got to show you real quick.
All righty.
Visual.
Tom, what do you got to say to your adoring fans before we get out of here?
All right. First of all, my honorable mention for Noodle of the Year was Amber Heard. She's a piece of shit too. She's been drugged through the mud. She tried to sue a guy for defamation. She lost. She's a loser. She shits in the bed. And if you haven't been watching WWE, please, I'm begging you, go watch it. It's so great. There was a match, one of the all-time, an incredible match, one of the best matches I've seen in a long time. Sheamus versus Gunther in fucking Wales at Cardiff. It was fucking incredible. Hard hitting. These guys beat the shit out of each other. Told a great story. Everything's turning around for WWE. Please go check it out.
All right. Very good. Benoit Poudcasse. what do you got to say to your adoring fans before we get out of here?
Well, since Tom shared, I'll share. My runner-up for Noodle of the Year was Donald Trump Jr., and not because of anything doing with politics. It's just because if you're going to be the son of a rich and powerful president and you go online all the time all coked up and yell some shit, like Hunter Biden's the real one. So Don Jr., you're putting off this persona, but there's this other dude who was just like, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But man, you're just getting racked every week by Hunter Biden. He is showing
damn near killed
you. He's got no sauce. He's all sizzle, no steak. That Trump Jr.
Should we
and
do
it's
a
all based
like
on Hunter Biden?
Now that we've done Noodle of the Year, should we do like straight up G Money of the Year? You know what I mean? You know, like who's the fucking gangster
And
of the year?
no one's allowed to pick Hunter Biden
because he's the winner.
He's
the winner. Yeah.
Give the Hunter Biden.
Everyone wins.
Oh, it's the Hunter Biden G Money of the Year award.
Like the
Hunter Biden
like the
award.
Bill Russell award. Yeah, the Hunter Biden award.
Oh,
who's going
already?
Who's going harder?
The Heisman. It's the Heisman.
Yeah. The
Done.
Biden.
Nice.
Who's
Yeah.
going harder with less regard?
Nice.
Who's gonna win? The Hunter Biden.
Yep, love it. Okay,
Hell
Steve, going to you. What do you got to say to your adoring fans before we take off?
Be a good person, and my niece turns 14 in a week, and I bought her this joint.
Wow.
Shit.
Damn.
Dude,
The
did
little
you,
Louie.
Does that come with a helmet?
Not yet, but we'll figure that out.
Only if you're a noodle.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Shout out your niece. Good shit.
Happy
Nice.
birthday. What a
Yeah.
present. Look, what an uncle. What a guy.
All
What a
right,
guy.
turning
Steve,
14, ready to go.
What an
Steve,
American.
did you run that by your bro, or is he a
No,
surprise?
so
to
my
everyone?
brother's the most stoked because that's how we grew up, and
Cool.
this niece, this older one, she's the type that she's careful. Like the younger one's crazy. She's the one that gets on it and pushes it and sees how fast it goes and flips over the front. The older one is more conservative, understands.
Like learn how to use it.
But the sister-in-law's not the happiest or biggest fan.
That's
Yeah.
about right.
So the
All
younger
right.
one's like Uncle Steve.
Very
My brother
nice.
loves it though.
Nice. All right. Lasmeeshma, what do you got to say to the Lasmeesh Nation before we get out of here?
I'm gonna try to make this quick. Friday night, UCF -5.5 against Louisville. Louisville's 2-5
Okay.
against the spread. The last 7 games, UCF is 8-0 straight up. Last 8 games at home. I love the over in that game. Take USC -7.5 over Stanford. Bama will cover the 20 over Texas. Take San Fran in the NFL. Take San Fran -7 against Chicago. Chicago's got the worst line, worst skill players in the league.
Bears suck.
Tennessee, I like over the Giants -5.5, and
bruh.
and
Nah,
Tampa
bruh.
Tampa Bay will absolutely cover that 2.5 against Dallas Sunday night. That's it.
Wow. How did you do
How'd you do
last
last week?
Yeah, how'd you do last week, Liam?
So I lost on that. I liked Utah. I didn't hit on that, but Notre Dame definitely covered.
Yeah.
What else did I say last week?
They were in that game. They were in that game. They just couldn't hold them off forever. But
There was
in
no offense in that second half, man. They had 70 yards in the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I knew they would cover the 17. I had there's no question in my mind.
They
would cover
played
the
stupid line.
They played a tough game. Notre Dame did well. Yeah. But Ohio State's a beast. Go ahead, Liam.
Bama covered that 41 too. They won by like a shit ton of points.
Yeah. So nice. All right, good deal, Liam. All right, so speaking of Bama and a shit ton of points, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by Captain Jerkbeard Tom Lavelle, Lasmeeshma Liam Reese, the bad boy Benoit Podcasy, and Schwap Game Steve Cabot. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram, Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe so we can keep this party going. Thanks for listening. Have a good weekend. Thanks. See you. All right, so this is what I want for a post show. We're making it quick. It's a best of 7. So for the next 7 shows, you guys are going to do a best of 7. Your best of 7 tonight is coin flip. All right, you will each get. Where did I put the fucking coin?
I already
fuck's
fucking
going
lost
on?
it.
All right.
How do we win?
It's
No,
over.
it's just Bern and Liam doing it. They're the only ones that ever stick around for post show.
Oh, so me and Steve can leave?
Yeah, you guys can fuck the fuck off, you fuckers.
Gentlemen,
Here you go.
tails never
All right, fellas,
fails.
Always fun.
You're not telling me anything. I don't know.
All right. While Matt's finding the coin,
Paper,
now that
paper, paper, paper,
Paper,
paper,
paper,
paper, paper, paper.
That was wild.
You were saying?
now that we slowed down, if you have FanDuel, you can do prop bets. I like you can take Wentz or Trevor Lawrence, either or, to go over 300 passing week 1. I think one of those quarterbacks will do it because both of those teams stink. You know?
Yeah.
So
I like Wentz to take a step. I think the Urban Meyer deal last year was so fucking toxic. Like, not even close to being a real team or a real NFL locker room. And, what do you make it, 8 weeks? Like,
yeah,
I feel like Trevor Lawrence was so good for 3 years in college, and he wasn't terrible last year, but clearly was in like one of the worst situations anyone's ever like come out of college as a number 1 pick and walked into an absolute tire fire of a situation.
All right. We ready?
We're ready.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. Well, this will be to decide. So, man, since it's best of 7. All right. So, okay. Bern, odds or evens?
Odds.
All right. You were right. I was thinking of the number 3. Okay. So, would you like to go first or last? If you go first, you get the last pick. If you go last, then if you go second, then you get you only get, so there's 7 picks total, right? So you would get 4.
I'll take the extra pick.
Okay.
Whatever I don't know what we're doing, but I'll take the
So
extra pick.
this is the first one. Heads or tails? Call it in the air.
Tails.
So, all right, hold on. This is heads. I don't know if anyone can see it. This is
No,
tails.
we
Yeah.
can't. We trust
Whatever.
you, Matty.
All
We'll
right.
be here if we do.
Call it in the air.
Tails, man. Tails.
It is tails. All right. 1-0 Bern. Liam, your turn. Best of 7. So you just got to get 4. So Liam, call it in the air.
tails,
Fuck. Hold on. Do it again. I dropped it. Ready?
tails,
Heads. Oh shit.
Fuck.
Bern is up 2-0. Bern, your call. Call it in the air.
Tails.
Fuck.
I'm gonna call
All right.
floor next time.
Ready? 1, 2,
Yeah.
go.
Tails.
Heads. Liam is on the board.
All right.
2-1. 2-1. Liam, your choice. You can tie it up here.
It was just heads.
It was just heads. So
All right.
call it in the air.
Heads.
Fuck.
God damn it, Maddie.
All right, call it in the air.
Heads.
Heads it is.
Oh yeah.
Tied it up.
We're
Bow,
all,
bow,
we're
bow.
all tied up.
2-2. It's 2-2 going into the
Right.
final ones. All right.
Right.
Bern,
Yep.
call it in the air.
Tails.
Heads. Liam takes the lead.
Oh,
3
It
to
was just 3 heads in a row.
Liam, if
four in
Liam,
a row.
Liam wins, if Liam hits this, he wins. Liam, your
Mhm.
call. Liam, your call. It's 3-2. Liam is up. Okay. Call it in the air, Liam.
Tails.
And it's heads.
What? The fuck?
All right. 3-3. Game 7. Set 7 of game 1. Set
It was just
7.
heads that many times in a row.
Set
Yeah.
7 of game 1. Bern.
You know who I am.
Call it in the air, my friend.
I'll wait till I see it. Tails.
I knew it.
The fucking suspense. And it's heads. Liam wins game 1.
What?
Woo!
I have competed
Woo!
twice in my life versus Liam, and he's embarrassed me both times. I'll see
Oh,
you
the other
burn for this,
time.
Liam.
The other time was the
Whoopi
game
Goldberg.
show.
The
Yeah.
quadruple overtime.
Oh,
Whoopi
dude, the
Goldberg,
game. That was a
remember?
great fucking game show.
And you know what? It ended up being a great fucking pod. Like,
Yeah.
if people were into that, it really did. It was the max amount of drama that it could have been. It
Yeah.
did come down to a good
Yeah,
place.
and
The
it was
answer-
all like crazy. Yeah,
The answer being Whoopi Goldberg is what made
Insane.
that fucking
Insane.
Yeah, dude,
Insane.
that was insane.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys.
All right, so what just happened? Am I
So
fired?
nope.
What's
This
going
is
on
a
here?
this is a 7 of 7 that we're doing. So it's a best of 7 series, 7 games, best of 7 series. So 1-0 so far for Liam. So next post show, Bern, you'll have another chance to even it up, or you'll go
Okay.
down 2-0. But it's a best of
Okay.
7 series of games. We'll probably do heads or tails again, just because it's quick. But either
Yeah.
way, we can't. The post shows are getting too long, so I got to shorten them up. So either way.
All right.
All right, guys. Good shit tonight. Liam is up 1-0.
Wait, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does Liam's victory mean? What is
It just
what,
means
what,
I
what are we
won.
building to?
Well,
Yeah,
he's
but
built,
won what?
but
I mean,
but he's got to win. He's got to win a best of 7. So
I know, but then what if he does? Like, what happens then?
All
Does he
right,
get
all
to
right.
flog me?
The winner,
Means
what's
I won.
the winner gets to host the Tuesday show. I don't fucking know.
I love the fact that you created this competition and there's no win other than the win, and I'm with that, man. You know, like the glory of victory is enough for me. I don't need
Right.
any.
Okay,
I don't need any pomp and circumstance.
there you go. Good. All right, you won't get any. All right, but good shit. All right, guys. See you later. Good shit tonight.
Hey, Maddie, real
Alright.
quick.
What?
Hot D,
Hot D.
House of the Dragon, Hot D. I'm about halfway through the tome, but
Oh,
I'm
shit.
up. I'm up on the show.
Where are you
Yo, what
at?
up?
Where are you?
Matt.
Where are you at in Fire and Blood?
I just got to the series.
First of his name.
Towards the end of his, it's.
So
it's
wait,
getting
you're
grim.
you're in the dance then.
I'm pretty much like right about there. Yeah.
You're in the well. If you're at Viserys, so it's the end of King Jacaerys's reign, right?
Well, yeah, that's where he starts. But
Yeah.
but like I'm already a little past what's happening on the show.
Okay,
For sure.
good. Then we'll definitely. So okay, big players, right? So I don't know if you saw on the show, they showed Breakbones on the show.
Yes.
Saw
Well,
that.
the greatest name of all time. By the
Greatest.
way.
And well, it's better when he becomes Broken Bones. Shout out Sir Christian
Yeah.
Cole. And I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it for anyone who might be listening, but I mean, I would just love to tell everyone that Christian right now, believe it or not, Christian Cole, his nickname becomes the Kingmaker. So suck on that, you chode fucking smokers.
No,
So-
he's it's clear his impact, like the way he's weaseling in, and the impact he's going to have down the road.
Also, shout out Otto Hightower. He's a 3-time Hand of the King. Shout out.
And
Now-
also the guy from Little Nicky, the bad guy from Little Nicky, and the kicker from The Replacements.
And the kicker from The Replacements. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk more of this later.
And the guy
But
who played Lizard.
Matt, I
Spider-Man.
got to talk to you real quick.
what's up?
Fast. Yo,
Hold on. Should I stop the
Tomorrow-
recording?
I mean, you could just edit it out or what. It's not a big deal.